All right, guys, welcome to the Elevated Limits podcast show. All right, just want to give a quick introduction on who I am, and kind of what I do. So my name's Roberto Diez. For you guys that don't know me, some of you guys may know me as Coach Berto. But on this podcast, I'm just Berto, right? I'm not in coach mode right now, as some would say, right? So what do? I'm the Elevated Limits owner. I'm a strength and conditioning coach, and I'm also a youth leader at Life Church. My co-host here, Carlos, aka Suave Loso.
What's going on? My name's Carlos.
Carlos, tell them what what I'm saying, what you doing with your life right now.
What I'm on right now, man. I was I'm a server right now. You know what I mean? My resume not really that long yet. You know what I mean? But still figuring things out. I got a little thing going called Quick Pick going. So if you want to shop for your little boyfriend,
right?
You know what I mean? Come cop up. I got what you need. You feel me?
Right.
And then just figuring things out, you know what I mean? So I'm not exactly too sure what I want to do yet but I have an idea. So, you know what I mean? Some things in the work, but yeah, that's me right now.
Yeah. So let's get into like how we met, you know what I'm saying? Since you are my co-host, we gotta kind of talk about the relationship we got.
Okay.
Because that kind of blends into how I figured out what I wanted to do. So I'll kind of like start it off, right? So we both went to Brocco Middle School, you know what I'm saying? Some two youngins on the block, South Side, y'all know what I'm saying? South Side shit. We both went to Brocco, and Carlos was this overweight, chubby kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? Los was overweight, and he was like...
big boy.
It was this summer where he's like, yo, bro, I'm trying to lose weight, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like really lock in and do all this stuff, and I'm playing football at the time, so I'm kind of starting to learn how to work out. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I am working out at the time. So there was one summer, Los is meeting me at the field, and he's just running a bunch of laps, and he slowly but surely starts to lose this weight. And it was middle school going into freshman year of high school. I remember this, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I saw the change in your demeanor once you lost the weight. Like you went from...
I started carrying it crazy.
Bro, you went from...
Yeah.
And you was becoming a sneakerhead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you went from this like fat, chubby, insecure kid, ain't want to talk to no females.
Right.
To now in high school, like, you got a little bit of motion.
You know
what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all don't know me yet, like, motion is one of my favorite words, so I'm gonna say that a lot.
The motion be motioning.
Nah,
you know
but then, bro, I saw that, right? I'm like, yo, bro, like, he's starting to dress better, starting to talk to females. His whole confidence, like, changed instantly, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, bro, that's a cool feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you did that, you know what I mean?
I had a part in that,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And let me say, Tank was there too, because he gonna get tight that if we don't mention his name. So Tank was there helping out too.
Tap into BH Tank.
BH Tank, you know what I'm saying? All platforms. He just dropped a little mixtape. So yeah, Tank was there helping you out. But bro, that was something where I was like, that's a sense of fulfillment I never felt before.
Right.
And in that moment, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, this is what I want to do in my life. But like, it gave me the idea that I was like, damn, this might be a direction I want to head in life. You know what I'm saying?
Like if it wasn't for me, like
you
wouldn't be the coach.
You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't be Coach Roberto today if it wasn't for me. Like you can say that.
Listen, I will say this, bro. You have a big impact on the direction I decided to take in life. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny how like even you decided you were the one who created this logo.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be feeling like, everything happens for a reason. There's a purpose for our relationship. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And now we're starting this podcast together, which is dope. So
we should also talk about that too, actually, how like we have so much alike, but we're also so different. It's so funny.
For
and like,
sure.
You know what I mean? It's that's a cool thing, having friends where
for sure.
You know what I mean?
We just balance
benefit each other.
Exactly.
Sure.
We balance each other out really well, bro. Like you said, we both are driven, we work hard, like in those senses we're the same. But I'm more focused and like more like tunnel vision, and you're more a buck wild boy, like living life.
Let's first do that. Like you feel me? Like free spirit. You feel me? I got tatted on me. That's it.
But bro, it's the relationship. It's a relationship well needed though. You feel what I'm saying? Because like when you be off track and you be wilding, you just want to go out and party all the time. I'm like, yo, bro, get your mind right, bro.
Right.
You gotta lock in. Like you acting too crazy. But then reverse it when I'm like, bro, I want to work 18 hours today. I don't want to talk to nobody, bro. I just want to lock in, focus, reach my goals. Like, bro,
because if you don't know Coach Berto, like he'll cut everything off.
Nah, bro.
And you'll cut everything off.
Yeah, bro.
Like, just not do anything.
It's a gift and a curse, right? Like the gift is like, bro, I could work really hard. I'm really ambitious, but like being like it's the trait of being an achiever is like I will cut everybody off in order to get what I want. Like I won't see family, I won't see friends. Like it'll hurt relationships and stuff like that.
For sure.
It's just something I'm like way more self-aware about. Like before I used to be blinded about it, but like now I'm way more self-aware about it. And again, like having relationships with like we have, that
Yeah.
shit helps me OD, bro. So super grateful for that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that kind of leads me to, talking about the purpose and the intentions of this podcast. There's something that strength and conditioning, elevated limits, and just being a youth leader all have in common, and it's pouring into people, right? So I feel like this podcast is going to be something that I can, again, just pour into people and help people out and just encourage and just give tips that will help people overcome certain boundaries or just like self-limiting beliefs, right? So with that, we're going to have athletes on here, right? We'll have entrepreneurs on here. We'll have even Division I guys. We'll have pros. We'll have therapists, regular therapists. We'll have love therapists. We'll talk about love.
Yeah, so like,
go ahead,
I don't want to cut you off or anything, but like that's another thing too. Like it's a podcast for
You're talking
health
to the
and
mic.
wellness.
Talking to the mic.
Right. You can hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah.
My fault.
Now you
So-
good. You good. We learning.
Right,
This is
our
all
first
fresh,
time.
so
It's
new.
Cool. It's cool.
It's gonna be an experiment. The episodes will get better because we'll
For
flow
sure.
better. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying? But like,
It's gonna be cool though. It's definitely a learning experience. I was a little nervous coming in here, but anyways, yeah. So that's one thing that I guess I kind of want to get across too. It's a health and wellness thing, and yeah, I'm sure my fault. And but it's not just gonna be that. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like
exactly.
personalities are gonna come out. Like we'll steer off into talking about just different topics like what we're going through.
right, real life stuff.
Yeah, real life stuff. So it's not
Real
just
life
gonna be
stuff.
health and wellness. We're not gonna sit here and be like, okay, you gotta do this, you gotta do that.
Right. Nah. Exactly.
you're
Not gonna
saying,
be that, for sure.
Don't listen to me. My life my life advice might be something completely different than what you're trying to do.
But it could also be some shit like, bro, like you're like, like you just went through something and now you learned something from it and now you can
right.
help someone go over that. Like, bro,
for sure. Everybody got their own
you
story.
could talk about what happened the first 3 months of this year.
Yeah, this
you know
first 3 months of this year was crazy, for sure. Yeah.
Like, and we could get into that right now. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, you went through a period from January till March where you weren't working at
Uline,
anymore
yeah.
because you hated it, and
Hated
for
so
all the
much.
reasons I already know, bro. Because whoever works in a warehouse, bro, God
Don't
bless
get
your
me wrong,
soul,
man, like-
bro. Because that
like-
is hell on earth, bro.
It's hell on earth, man.
It's
But like,
hell on
they
earth.
pay good. You know what I mean? Like,
Pay good. That's a
but
trap, though.
It is. It is.
That's
it
the
is.
trap,
Don't get me
bro.
wrong. Like, a lot of people fall into that. What's that called?
I don't know what it's
The,
called, bro.
the rat race or something.
Yeah, the
where
rat
people,
race.
Like,
No, yeah,
they
yeah,
get
you
a
just wait-
job where they pay good. And
I get what you're
yeah.
saying.
But yeah, the first 3 months was crazy. You know what I mean? I had, let's just, long story short, I had a good job last year. Paid good, but the work-life balance was just horrible, and I hated it. Every second.
What were
of
the
it.
hours you were working?
I was working pretty much all day. So I was waking up with you,
Right.
and then going to work, and then getting out at like 8, 9 o'clock. And by the time I'm getting out, I'm exhausted. So I was like, bro, I can't do this every day.
Right.
And then, like, if you know me, like, I work hard. So I was like, I kind of just thugged it out. You feel me? Or thugged it out. And I had just eventually had a point where I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, this is just not what I want to do. I'm wasting my time here. So the first 3 months was just, I had a lot of money saved up, free time. So I was like, I'm going to
Right.
travel. So I traveled, you know what I mean? And
You want to talk about your Miami trip or not? Like,
I feel like
we
that's
can get into that.
You can get into that.
You know what I'm saying? You posted it on Instagram, so it's like, bro,
Right,
it's not
right.
like it's a secret. You know what I'm
It's not
saying?
a secret, right? My mom don't even know, but my mom going, what? Mom, cover your ears. Man. Chill, like.
Talk
Mom,
about Miami, bro.
Talk about Miami, you saying? Don't get me wrong, I had a great time in Miami. Miami is a fun time, you know what I mean? But that lifestyle is too crazy. And I got caught up in that lifestyle. So then the last day, you know what I mean?
It's fun until it's not, right?
Yeah, it's fun till it's not, you know what I mean? I had the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, right?
Damn.
You feel me? So when I talk about low though, like I mean low, like to the ground where like my freedom was taken. You feel me? So
Damn. Get into
I
it.
would just
Get into it.
get into it.
Break the story down, bro. They gotta know what you went down, cause you didn't really get to talk about it for real. Like people kind of just see the picture and stuff. So like
Right,
really
right,
talk
right.
about like
They think I'm a criminal. That's crazy.
like really talk about what happened though. Like, what's the story like come on.
Yo. Nah, so yeah, I went to Miami, had a great time. Shout out my boy Tommy. Tom was like living it up down there. And the last day I just got a little too excited, you know what I mean? So I drank a little too much too fast and then went to the store. Miscommunication, misunderstandings between me and the store owner. Thought I was trying to steal something. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to steal nothing. And then I got sucker punched. Because he thought I was trying to steal something, so I got sucker punched. We started fighting, and then boom, I go to jail. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. So my night was supposed to be lit.
Nah, talk about jail though, bro. Bro, you missing so many parts, bro. You're not telling this to the full.
Yeah, I
First
can't.
of all, what happened before you got put in the cop car, bro? Like you're missing a lot
I
of
gotta
parts,
talk about
bro.
the whole thing?
You gotta
Alright,
kind of
alright,
like,
alright.
come on, break it down for real. You really missing some key points.
All right, so boom. All right. So I'm in the store. My car started declining because I'm in a different city or different state. So I'm like, my bank is just not letting me spend no more money. And Miami's expensive. Like, if you don't got the bread for real,
if you got no motion, just don't go.
Like, if you got no motion, don't go down there.
Just don't go to Miami if you got no motion.
So then my car started declining. And kids don't smoke vapes, but I went to go buy a vape. And I was lit. And I was trying to pay for it. And then, you know what I mean? My car declined, so he thought I was trying to steal it. And then I started getting mad because he kept accusing me. So I tried to fake ran with it. You know what I mean? Like, boom. And then the guy next to me sucker punched me. And then that's when we started fighting. And then the cops came, and I'm like, damn, like, the cops here.
Right, the cops are here.
The cops here.
Right.
So I'm over here still, like, I'm not gonna lie, when he sucker punched me, I'm dizzy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a haymaker.
Bad.
Yeah, bad. And then cops came, right? And I'm resisting arrest, apparently. Boom, they tased me. They tased me, right? I'm like, yo, I just got tased. This is crazy. So I'm on the floors. That's when I wake up, and then I'm like, okay, this is crazy.
Now, what happened when you got tased, though?
You know what I mean? This is something I just gotta take to the grave, yeah. You feel me? I just gotta take to the grave. So, you feel me? So boy, I get tased, right? And then next thing you know, I see Tom running from the hotel room, like, yo, no. And I'm like, yo, bro, tell him to get off me. This and that. So then, boom. They take me to the hospital. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And then, boom, they take me to jail.
Damn.
And I'm like, wow.
Put the jumpsuit on and all?
Freedom's gone.
Damn.
Jumpsuit on.
Orange jumpsuit?
Orange jumpsuit.
Handcuffs on on the ankles, too?
Handcuffs, shankles. I'm like, bro, I didn't kill somebody. This is crazy. So, boom, I'm like, wow, like, depression all-time high. I'm like, yo, bro.
You was crying and everything? Like,
I ain't cried. I was a thug in there. I was holding it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was top dog.
Heard you. Motion.
Motion, you feel motion shit. So I was like, all right, boom, boom, boom. So then, boom, I'm sitting there in the public population. And then, I'm thinking, all right, boom, like a couple hours go by. I'm like, all right, maybe they call my name, I get out of here. And I'm going to still go out. Like, you feel me? Fuck it. I'm in Miami. I'm gonna still go out if I get out at a good time. So then they finally call my name. I go in the back, and then I see 80 people. I swear it was like 80 people in jumpsuits. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's bad work.
This is one of the worst feelings I've ever seen in my life. I was like, wow. So then I was like, please tell me they're not going to give me a jumpsuit. And then they take my picture, and as soon as they take my picture, they throw me the jumpsuit. They're like, put that on. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Meanwhile, I have a flight the next morning to go back home. So I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. Like, what is going on right now? And then I had one call, like to call Tom. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you got to come bail me out. This and that. So I'm just panicking because I'm like, but if I don't get out of here, I might be in here for a little bit. Like,
a little week or so. I'm like, is that what you was thinking?
I'm like, yo, but I'm about to get booked. This is like, I'm about to be booked for a little bit down here. So then, like I said, man, the pressure was kicking. I'm like, yo, I may not get out. Like,
dying.
So then, I mean, that's pretty much the story for real. And then
talk about the crazy boy that came in yelling. I was waiting for that point. I ain't gonna lie.
Crazy boy, all right, boo. So I'm sitting there right after my phone call, and then Tom comes bail me out. But I guess I had to get processed still. So I'm like, all right, I don't know how long this is gonna take. Meanwhile, everything's happened at like 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. That's when everything started happening. Right. My flight's at 12 the next morning. So I'm like, yo, but I might not make this. Right. So then I'm sitting there, and I'm just minding my business. I'm just trying to, like, nobody fuck with me because I'm really top dog, you feel me? So I was like...
Nobody checked you?
Nobody checked me, you feel me?
Nobody
so I was like...
rape you? It's like, no, stop.
So then, but there's one guy, right? There's only one guy in it that's really going crazy. And I'm like, but why is he going crazy?
Like what is he? What do you mean by going crazy?
Like,
though?
he's like snapping, like cursing at the cops and like, yo, get the fuck off me. This is racism, they're trying to kill me, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Damn. Yo, for my fault, coach. You could curse on the podcast? Like,
we'll bleep it out.
We'll bleep it out? All right, bleep it out.
My fault. Nah, I've been cursing already, you know what I'm saying?
But, right. So then, so he's going crazy. He's like, yeah, like, if you wasn't in that bad, like, I'll really kill you. He's tweaking out. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I didn't pay no mind. Couple hours later, they finally call my name. I'm thinking I'm leaving. They handcuffed me with like 6 other people. I'm like, wow, crazy. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm getting out of here with these 6 people. Maybe this is just protocol. I don't know. So we're walking with the 6 people, and then there's 2 ways we can go. One says exit, and the other one don't say nothing. So I'm like, all right, please go right. Like, make this right. Please make this right. So I'm just walking with my head down, boom, boom. Boom, I start getting dragged left. I'm like, no shot.
Damn.
So then I walked, you feel me? They opened the door. I see all these cells. I'm like, no way. I'm in a cell right now. This is crazy.
All right.
So then they put everybody in a cell. I'm the last person. Guess who was my cellie? Guess who was my cellie, bro? Guess who was my cellie,
The crazy bull?
The crazy bull was my cellie, right?
Well, did he like stare at you when you walked in on some like grilling you?
So the cop opens the door, right? And I'm like,
I remember he told me you like stared at him like, come on, bro.
Yo, bro, the
Why you doing this to me?
So the cop opened the door and I see Bull just sitting there like this, like,
Damn. He grilling you crazy.
I'm like, nah.
Did you stare at him back or did you just feel him grilling you and it was like, I ain't looking at him?
Nah, I just felt him grilling at me. I'm like, and even though I was top dog in there, it was like, but I'm not really trying to start no problem.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would have never made eye contact. If I'm being, I would have been like, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
I
So
would
then,
just kept looking straight.
nah, right, as you should
Call
have.
me what you want.
Right.
I'm trying to survive.
No cap. So then I look back at the cop that opened the door. I'm like, yo, like, come on. I'm like, yo, I know there's a million other cells you could put me in. Like, there's no reason I should be in this cell with this like lunatic. Like,
The wildest boy is the one you end up with. Like, that's
bro,
crazy
I was
work.
tight, bro. I was like, yo, this is the craziest thing that ever happened. Like the last night in Miami, I was supposed to be outside, I was supposed to be in Live.
Yeah, bro. I remember you
whatever, like,
FaceTiming me like, I'm like, bro, by 6 p.m. you gonna be done. I was like,
Yeah,
because you're
bro.
gonna turn up too fast, bro. I was
Yeah.
already knowing.
Yeah, I was lit. And then, you know what I'm saying? But I was in there for like 8 hours with the lunatic. You feel me? Shout out my boy, though. Like, I hope he doing good. You feel me? Like,
You think he's still in there right now?
He might
He
really be
might.
in there, Joe. Like,
Right.
he probably came out and came back in, whatever. And
Right.
then, but yeah, I made it out. You know what I mean? I made it back.
Right.
But, you know, that just made me cherish my freedom so much more.
I was gonna
and
say,
just-
what'd you learn from that experience?
Yeah, it was
Like, what did
it was
you
an
take
experience
anything?
of a lifetime for real. Like I just know I'm not meant for jail. Like even though I could hold my own in there, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like I'll be all right.
Right. What would you do differently if you were to like go back down there now?
To Miami?
Yeah.
I'm never going back. I'm never going back. I'm never going back. Never going back. That's just like
I always try to throw you a little alley, right? To be like, yo, this is how you should maneuver.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
right,
Because
right.
remember, we was just talking about, all right, like you have life experiences. Now, what can you get back to to help people with?
Nah, right.
Like, what would you
like
do
I said,
differently?
like I said, like
you know
don't
what
let
I'm
my advice fool you. You know what I mean? But I have experience down there in Miami now, so it's like when you go down there, just be very careful and just you know what I mean,
saying? Right.
like stay with your people. You know
There's
what
a
I mean?
lot going
And
on.
There's a lot of things going on down there. You know what I mean? But I really learned a lot though. You know what I mean? I learned to cherish like the little things because the little things really mean a lot.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like
For
when
sure.
when I got back home, I was like, bro, like,
Take your freedom for granted a little bit, right?
bro, I laid on my couch and I was like, I was just laying on the floor like 8 hours ago, bro. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Food? Did you eat there?
I had a little ham sandwich.
It was good or not?
Nah, bro. I was dehydrated, bro. So I'm
They
drinking.
had mayo on it or
Bro,
not?
nah, it was dry, bro. It was dry, bro. It was tight.
You know how much I love mayo. I ain't even
Right,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
nah. There's a video on my phone with
Yeah,
you put him.
mayo be hitting with the mayo. Yo, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, nah, but seriously, bro, you gotta cherish the little things, you know what I mean? Like all the, like, you know what I mean? Like the little things that you just look over on a regular basis, like, you know what I mean? Talking to your peoples every day, hanging out with family. Like when I see my family for the first time after that, like nobody knew that. Like I didn't tell nobody for a little bit. And I was just sitting there like, damn, like this means a lot.
Right.
A lot more than they're like what like it's showing, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then but yeah, like I was depressed for a little bit after that.
Nah,
and then,
yeah, you came back and you was in a funk. I remember trying to text you to beg you to come back to work out.
yeah.
Bro, when you came back to work out, that first day, I intentionally tried to make you throw up. So I was like, I'm trying to let him know, like, bro, you gotta stay locked in, bro.
Right.
You don't
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in. Like,
yeah,
remember
yeah.
when we was doing the slate pull? So